Firefly.
Hello friends, and welcome to Club Firefly. I'm Keisha, and today we are reading Tess, the Tin That Wanted to Rock, written by Mr. J and illustrated by Aaron Wozniak. Tess, the Tin That Wanted to Rock. Back at the hill, with the sun high above, was a group of rock friends that we've all come to love. Rolling around was the usual crew, with Ricky, Hud, Kai, Pip, and Stu. Ignatius was playing with Marvin, the boulder. He's quite large. As Ebert rolled round with a chip on his shoulder. Boy, he doesn't look too happy. And Parker and Lisi were chatting away while the pebbles zipped around in a dizzying fray. But then, out of nowhere, a new girl appeared. And the rocks were confused because she looked kind of weird. She wasn't that big, not even too tiny, but they noticed her skin was incredibly shiny. Boy, she does look different. Even so, they were happy to meet someone new, so the rocks stopped their rolling and said, "Hi, who are you?" The new girl was quiet. She looked kind of down. She said, "My name's Tess, and I'm new here in town. I've been living inside of a little boy's pocket with a lizard, 2 coins, and a broken gold locket. And there's really not enough room in here." "Do you want to play?" asked Parker and Kai. "No thanks," whispered Tess. "I'm just rolling on by. I'm sure that you've noticed I don't really fit in. I'm not even a rock. I'm just made of tin. I'm not smooth and solid. I'm not strong like you. I'm a tinfoil ball. There's just not much I can do." But just as the rocks had begun their rebuttal, two pebbles came and a panicky scuttle. "Come quick," the one yelled. "It's just as we feared. Maddie's out in the forest and she's just disappeared." "Oh no." So Marvin, the boulder, then suddenly turned. "What do you mean?" he asked, sounding concerned. "We rolled off the hill to explore something new, a beach or a lake or a tall tree or two, but somewhere along our adventurous trip, Maddie strayed. I'm afraid." "Oh no," shouted Kip. "No good, no good, no good." "Don't fret," Marvin said. "We'll find her, we will. But it's not going to happen if we're all standing still. Come on, let's get rolling. It's what good friends do. Tess, would you join us? We could use your help too." But Tess just looked sad. "I don't think I should go. I'd sure like to help, but I roll very slow. If I go, I know that'll just slow down the pack, so I'll stay up here on the hill in case she comes back." "Okay," Marvin said. "Come on, rocks, let's roll. Let's look around every bend and peer down every hole." And they left, leaving Tess on the hill all alone, where she teared up and wondered, "Why can't I be a stone?" Boy, she looks so sad. The rocks rolled all day as the sun left the sky. Some were tired, some were worried, some started to cry. There was no sign of Maddie. They simply had no luck. When they heard a soft voice up ahead shout, "I'm stuck!" "Oh, I think this is the way to Grandma's house." Who do we think is stuck? It was Maddie. They'd found her. She was trapped in a tree in a thick mesh of branches. Look at her up there. Oh my. So they helped her break free. How do they do that? Look, they all piled on top of each other. Even the little ladybug is helping Maddie get free. Great job, everyone, Marvin said to the pack. Come on, let's get going. It's high time we got back. But which way to go? Which direction was right? They were lost and confused in the darkness of night. The rocks didn't know the way they had came, and out in the distance, all the hills looked the same. It's that one. No, it's that one. It's the one on the right. Calm down, said Marvin. It won't help if we fight. Let's head down this way along this old trail. But his voice sounded worried, and he looked kind of pale. He does look concerned. And this one's saying, this is definitely past my bedtime. Yeah, I should have been asleep a long time ago. They asked an old owl near a bridge that they'd crossed, who simply confirmed that they were, in fact, lost. They went down a valley and around an old cave and rolled through a river and over each wave. They asked a bright flower, who didn't respond, and got snubbed by a turtle, who dozed in the pond. More hours passed since they'd started to roam out in the wild, no closer to home. Then Lisi spoke up. Look, a low-hanging star! And they all turned to gaze at the blaze from afar. On top of the hill, something shined very bright, a shimmering glow and a beam of moonlight. Ooh, pretty. Marvin smiled. That low-hanging star is our new good friend Tess. Her glittering skin will get us out of this mess. Come on, let's head home. We now know the way. She didn't think she could help, but Tess just saved the day. So Bria the ladybug, who'd been watching with awe, was bursting with pride at all that she saw. As the rocks made it back to the hill in the end, to relay their foray to their tinfoil friend. You see, you do matter. You're important. You are. You're a tinfoil ball and our shining rock star. Wow, what a great read, friends. I love that story. It reminds us that we are important and special just the way we are. Now, let's get ready to create. So this project, inspired by our book, Tess, the Tin That Wanted to Rock, we are going to be making tin foil art. And so for this project, you will need tin foil, cardboard, a glue stick, a pencil, sharpies, or another permanent marker, and scissors, and either hot glue or some yarn. You can press pause now if you want to go grab your supplies. Did you all notice that in Tess, the Tin That Wanted to Be a Rock, that the illustrator used foil to create Tess's character? Look at this page. Now, I usually use foil when I'm cooking in the kitchen, but have you ever used foil to make something? Today, we are going to make embossed foil art. Looking something like this. Now, this could be a necklace, it could be a book cover, it could be a picture frame, it could be whatever you want it to be. Let's get started. The word embossed simply means a design that is raised. So can you see how this is raised up on the surface? That's all that something embossed is, something that is a raised design. To start, you want to use a piece of cardboard. Now you can make your cardboard whatever shape you want. It could be an oval, it could be a rectangle, it could be a circle. I'm going to start with this circle shape, or this oval shape one. And you can use your pencil to sketch out a design. This could be something that's abstract. It could be a letter of your name. And I'm just going to make mine into an S here. Now, if you have hot glue, you just use your hot glue gun with an adult. Make sure that you have an adult to help you with this, because hot glue can get very hot and it can burn. And I'm just going to trace out my S shape in using my hot glue. Squeeze should do it. All right, now I'm going to set that to the side and I'm going to let this dry. And while that's drying, I will show you how you can do a design with yarn. So this one I've already started to glue down, and I just put some glue with my glue stick on, and then I just laid my yarn out. This is kind of a random design that I've just used for my yarn, and you can just let that dry. Another thing that you can do with the yarn is you can kind of weave it. So if you've got your cardboard here, and I'm just going to cut some slits in the side of my cardboard. All right, I'll just go around like that. And then I will take a piece of yarn, and I'm just going to weave my yarn through the slits. So I'll start here, and maybe I'll go around here, and I'll just weave it through the different slots. Right, until I've gone through them all, and it just gives me kind of a spider web. Oh, here's one more. Kind of a web of lines. All right, then I'll snip my yarn, and I can tuck it into one of them on the back. All right, so now we've got our raised design. This is a raised design with yarn. All right, and we have our raised design with our hot glue, which is dry now. And now here comes the foil. So we're going to wrap our designs with our foil, and I've kind of cut some to the shape that I want it to be, the size. For this round one, I might go around it a little bit. Trim it down a little bit. All right. And then I will wrap my foil around the edges. Oops, I want to make sure I do the shiny side out. Shiny side out, so it'll be like Tess, the rock. Super shiny. All right, so this is the back side. Now let's see what we've got on the other side. It looks like that. Now we've got to give it a good press down so that it will have an embossed look. And once we rub it, we'll start to see those lines show up. You can see the embossing, right? And now's the fun part. You get to add some color with the Sharpies. All right, so take any color Sharpie you want, and you decide how you want to color it in. This one is just kind of random design, so I'm just going to kind of color in the different spaces of the web, but you could do it however you want it to look. Maybe I'll put another triangle of purple on this side. Maybe one more over here to balance out my design. Now I'll switch, maybe some green. And you can continue coloring in your embossed art however you'd like. So I've got my raised embossed design. What do you all think of that? Isn't that cool? Now you could do that with your other piece with the S. I can show you how that will look with a foil wrapped around it. And you can see how that S shape stands out in the embossing. This might be a good one just to do 1 or 2 colors on. There you go. Beautiful tinfoil art designs. I had a great time with you all today. Until next time, keep reading, keep creating, and keep on shining.
Spread your wings, shine your light. Club Firefly. Spread your wings, shine your